So list allows me to store multiple data type inside the list. Append in the sense adding an element at the end of the list is what the append function is performing. Pop is a function which is used to remove the item from the list. There is a difference between pop and remove. Please understand that. Hello everyone, I welcome all of you to the second session on list manipulation, right? So what is that we have discussed in the session 1? So without wasting much of your time, let me just give you a small recap and then I'll start the concepts, right? So what is that I have in the recap? So let's start the recap for all of you. So what is the first thing that you should remember? The creation of the list. So what is that you will remember? Creation of the list. So first you will write the name of the list. So you should remember square brackets. If you want to create the list, so you should remember the square brackets. Point number 1. So this is what I will call it as a empty list. So this is what I will call it as empty list. So if I want to store the integer, so how do I store 1, 2, 3? So this is how I will be storing the integer. So fine with the integer. Then if I want to store the string, how do I store? So 1, okay, I will enclose it with the quotes is what you need to remember. So guys, this is how I will be storing the string inside the list, and also it supports me to store multiple data type inside the list. So how do I store that? So L is equal to, suppose if I want to store something like this, right? It also supports me to store the data something like this. This is the speciality of the list. So list allows me to store multiple data type inside the list, right? So that is one more point that you should remember. Then how do I traverse or how do I print all these things? I just have to use this, right? Print statement L. So is it possible for me to print everything? Yes. Then how do I traverse this? So I should use the for loop. I should use the for loop. This is what you need to remember, bro. That is one of the important points that you should remember. And the list is mutable. You can change the content whatever you have. So you will be able to access each and every element with the help of index. So this is a brief recap for all of you that what we have discussed in the previous class. And also we have discussed, so plus, that is concatenation operator, replication operator, membership operator, all these things, and also slicing we have discussed in the previous session. All these things we have discussed in the previous session. So guys, what is that I have in today's session for all of you? Then what is that I have for today's session? So I have some of the list functions which is predefined, and how do I work with the list is what I will be discussing in today's session with all of you, right? So the first one that I have is appending an element to the list. So how do I add the element to the list using a predefined function is what we are trying to understand in this slide. So let's have a quick look. Guys, observe here I have L. So L in the sense I have already created the list. So if I want to insert the element inside this list, I will be using one of the predefined function, so that is append. One of the predefined function, that is append. What is the meaning of this function? What is the speciality of this function? Append in the sense adding an element at the end of the list is what the append function is performing, right? So what is the element that I have to add? So I will be passing that element as a parameter to this function, right? So what is that? Let's have a quick look. Suppose if I want to add an element to this list, so how do I do that? So L dot append, let's imagine I'll just pass 10. So if I write like this 10 will be added to this list. So if I print this L, so it exactly, like, it will have the content like this, right? The 10 is here. Suppose if I print, so if I print this L, so how exactly it looks like? So it will have 10 like this, right? Suppose if I perform one more time L dot append, right? So what will happen? So 20 will come here, right? This is how the append operations are working, right? So please observe here. This is the list that I have, list 1. So I have 10, 12 and 14. So I'm performing list 1 dot append. 16. So 16 will be appended. Appended in the sense what? Added at the end of the list. This is how I perform the append operation with the list. So then what is the next one that I have? Let's have a check. I have updating in elements of list. How do I update? So guys, with the help of index, I will be able to update whatever the items that I have in the list. So how do I do that? So obviously, all of us know, right? So with the help of the index, so suppose if I have the list, so what is the list that I have? So this is the list. Let's check how exactly it looks like in the memory representation. So what is the first element that I have? I have 10, and then I have 12 and 14 and 16. So index of this 10 is 0, 1, 2 and 3, right? When I have 0, 1, 2, 3, so guys, so how do I access? So what exactly this statement is all about? So list 1 of 2, list 1 of 2 is equal to 24. How do I do that? What is the meaning of it? So I will be placing this 24 in this index. So list, this is a list 1, right? So this is the location this statement is pointing to. So what is that I have to store in this particular location? I have to assign whatever the value that I have here. So it will be assigned to this particular location. So it means to say that, so I'm going to replace this 14 with 24. That's what I have got after printing list 1. So please observe this. So this is how I will be updating the elements whatever I have in the list. So then what is the next function that I have? So I have deleting an element of list. So guys, how do I do that? So I can delete the element in two ways. Please observe 1 and 2. The first one that I have is, so I have to use a keyword that is del. I have to use a keyword that is del. If I want to delete any of the elements in the list, so I have to use a keyword del. Then after that, I have to use list. I have to use list. So from which list you want to delete, right? So you will mention the name of the list and then you will give the index of it, right? So guys, for example, del L of 0, right? Whatever I have in the 0th location, right? In that index, whatever the item that I have, so it will be deleted. And I can also perform the delete operation like this. So I can also give the range, start and stop, from where to till where I should delete the range of values. I can also perform the delete operation like this. I can delete the multiple values by giving start and stop range, right? So this is one of the method that I have to delete the elements from the list, right? Moving on to the next function that I have. So I have index method. I have index method. What exactly this index method is? Please observe the example that I've given. So L1, I have 13, 18, 11, 16, 18, 14, right? Suppose if I use L1 dot, index is a function. Index is a function and I'm passing 18 as a parameter. The first occurrence of this 18, so guys, what is the index of this value? So that will be returned, guys. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the index, right? So what is the first occurrence of this 18? So index of this first occurrence of 18 is 1. So 1 will be returned, right? That's what you need to understand, right? Moving on to the next one that we have, append. Append, I think I've already discussed about it. So don't have to discuss much about it. So moving on to the next one, extend. So guys, extend, please understand, I can insert the multiple values. If I want to insert the multiple values, I can use extend. So I can just pass the entire list as a parameter to this function. Please understand that. Imagine I have T1. So this is a list that I have. I have three elements that I have. I have 3 characters A, B, C in the list 1. What is the second one I have? So I have T2. So in that I have D, E. So what is that I'm performing? T1, that is a list 1 dot extend, passing T2 as a parameter. I'm passing the entire list as a parameter. So guys, so if I print T1, so this will be my output. So I have added, so DE. So I have appended the entire list into this list. So this is one of the function that you all should remember if you want to add multiple items or the multiple elements or the multiple objects inside the list, right? So hope you understood this. Moving on to the next function that we have, insert method. So what exactly this insert method? By the name itself you will be able to understand. If you want to insert any elements inside the list, so you have to use this function. Then what is the syntax for this function? If I want to insert any element to this list, so what is the syntax that I should remember, sir? So please listen to me carefully. So I have the list, that is T1. So what is that I have? A, E, U. I have A, E, U inside the list already, but I want to insert a particular value, that is I, right? So imagine I want to insert the particular value I. So how do I insert? Please listen to me carefully. So T1 dot insert, right? So I have given 2 comma I. What exactly 2 comma I? Please listen here. The first value whatever you use in this function, that is the position where exactly you want to insert. That is the position where exactly you want to insert. So this is the index actually. So in this index, that is a particular exact location. So you want to place this value, right? So guys, 0, 1, 2. In this location, I want to place this I. You got my point? So this is how the insert operation is working for all of you. So this function helps me to insert a particular value at a particular location. So this is how I will be performing the insert operation with respect to the list, right? Moving on to the next function, I have pop. What is the use of pop? So why do we use pop? So guys, please listen to me carefully. Pop is a function which is used to remove the item from the list. Remove the item from the list. How exactly it is removing? So let's check. I have the list, that is T1. So A, E, U, that is what I have. Guys, what is that I have here? So this is a variable that I'm considering. I'm just taking the variable. Then after that, T1 dot pop. Okay, T1 dot pop. So what is this 0? So 0 is nothing but the index. 0 is nothing but the index. You can specify what do you want to remove. If you want to remove any of the data item from the list, you can specify that index. So whatever I have in that particular index, that will be popped out. Popped out in the sense the element will be removed from that particular list is what you need to understand, right? So moving on to the next one, after removing whatever I have in the 0th index, so my list looks like this, right? So moving on to the next one, I have remove method. Guys, there is a difference between pop and remove. Please understand that. So what happens with the remove function? Remove function will remove the first occurrence of that particular element. So please understand that. So list dot remove, whatever the value that you are passing. So here with respect to pop, you have given the index, but when it comes to remove, so you are passing the value. You are passing the value, not passing the index. This is what you need to understand. So I have given, so T1 dot remove A. Directly I have given the value, not the index of A. This is what you need to understand, right? So that is the difference between the remove and pop. So that is what you need to understand. So it's very tricky and very confusing sometime. So you will confuse or you will forget, right? So please understand, when it comes to pop, you will pass the index. When it comes to remove, you will pass the value, right? Moving on to the next one, we have clear. So why do we have clear? So clear method removes all elements from the list. If you want to delete the complete items, whatever you have, so you will be using the clear function. So guys, I don't have to speak much about it because you all know about it. L1 is a list. So if you call this function L1 dot clear, so whatever the items that you have inside this list will be removed and your list looks empty. Once you perform this operation is what you need to understand, right? So the moving on to the next one, I have count method. I have count method. Please understand, why do we use this count method? Count method will give you, or this function will give you, returns the count of the item that we have passed as arguments. Please understand, I will repeat the statement for you. The count function returns the count of the item that we have passed as an argument. If the given count is not there in the list, it returns 0. What is the meaning of it? Suppose imagine I have, this is my list. So guys, L1 dot count of 18. How many number of times 18 is present in the list is what the answer you will get. Suppose whatever the arguments, this is what I will call it as an argument. Whatever the argument that you have passed inside the count method, suppose if that value is not there in the list, so what will happen? So it will just return 0. It will just return 0 is what you need to understand with respect to count. So guys, then I have reverse method. So please stay tuned. I have come to an end. So I have only few methods left out. So I have reverse. So if I use this method, so whatever you have the content inside the list, it will be reversed. So guys, AEU is a content that I have in the list, but after performing reverse operation, so T1 dot reverse. So guys, this is a function which will reverse the content whatever I have in the list. So guys, that's what you need to understand. So, and I have a last function for the day for all of you. So I use this sort function, that is list dot sort will sort all the elements whatever I have in the list, right? So by saying this, I have come to an end of this chapter. So please practice all the functions. It's very, very important. So you need to understand how exactly it is working. So practice with your programs, practice with your programs. So learn the concept clearly. By saying this, take care, bye bye, like and share the video. See you.